Well, a leisurely 4-hour drive from Melbourne, and I am at Bream River. This is Frank Melito. He's the local guru. Frank, tomorrow, are we going to smash it?
Mate, we've got some big things in store. It's going to be a really great day's fishing.
Well, if that's the case, I need to go and eat the parma I just ordered and get a good night's sleep. What do you reckon?
Don't get too relaxed. We've got to go and catch some bait right after dinner.
You would have thought a frozen packet of prawns would have done the job, Frankie. Come on. Unbelievable. Well, Frank, what a stunning feed. A quick walk, and we are in prawning territory. Are we actually a chance of getting a heap of prawns?
Absolutely, mate. There's plenty around us. We spotted a few on the way in, so let's get into them.
Now tell me, when it comes to prawning, what moon should people be looking for?
Always better on the darker nights. So always after the full moon, leading up to the new moon.
Well, it's pretty dark tonight, black as a dog's guts, except for the Milky Way, which is unbelievable. Get to the country, check that out. Frank, find me some prawns.
Let's do it.
You could be the prawn star, mate.
Right there.
Just there.
There you go.
So what's the go here? Put the,
so I'm just going to try and get as close to the can as the back of him.
Yep.
The next, knock him like that with a light, and there we go.
And he is.
There he is, in there.
I'm not sure if you've got a big enough net, Frank. What's the deal there?
Well, it just makes it easier. You can leave them in. You don't have to worry about them flicking back out when you go to get the next one.
You know you're a serious fisherman when you've got a net extender. Well played. And let me just say, for kids and big kids like me, there are not many things as exciting as going through the shallows anywhere with a light and just seeing the life. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
So you
try to get to the side of him. Yeah, scare him in. There you go, got him. Beautiful, well done.
Peter is on the board.
Good effort.
Yeah, I've got to go around this way. Here he is, just in front of me. And there you go.
Easy done, well done. You got him. Perfect, mate. Perfect. And there's another one right there.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Double. In off.
Look at the garfish and stuff as well.
So try and come in beside him as best I can, and then poke him in at the last minute like that, and then you pull the net up nice and straight, so, and you lock him off.
Sensational. So if you want to come and do this, and I suggest as a family, greatest thing you'll ever do, what months of the year can you catch prawns in the Gippsland Lakes area?
Always summertime, so the summer months are the best. There's a big one right in front of us there, look at that.
Well, let's go get him.
There's a big whopper, but yeah, definitely between the months of December and March.
Oh, that is a good one.
That's a bigger one, yeah, it's quite a big one actually. There's two there, look at that.
Yep.
See if we can get both of them. Got them both, look at that.
Love the way he works.
Like it.
Well, Frankie, talk about the spoils of your labour. This has been a few minutes' work, and we've got a net full of prawns. Do you think the good people of Gippsland, Victoria, Australia, know just how good this fishery is?
I don't think they do, honestly. I think there'd be so many more people down here if they realised the amazing population of prawns that exist in Bream River, as well as all the fish that we've seen. Just the health of the place is incredible. Such a beautiful place to visit.
Now, the prawn trawlers get prawns offshore.
Yes.
What are these prawns doing in a shallow estuary situation?
Well, they usually come in as the estuary opens at the right time of year as babies, and then live their life cycle out in here and wait for another opening. And usually that coincides with the colder months when we get more rain. And then they migrate as adults back into New South Wales, Queensland waters, breed, and then the whole cycle repeats itself.
It's unbelievable, these things. Seriously, I reckon shellfish, as far as they go, prawns, I rate them probably #1, even above crayfish and stuff. But we have the potential to turn these into some really nice fish.
Oh, absolutely we do.
So, the big question, to hook or to cook? I just don't know. So we've moved into the channel at Bream, and I've got a 2-prong attack going. A float with a prawn about 10 feet suspended under that float. It's just moving across the top of the weed bed. Then I've got a nice flat here. We've seen fish moving up and down the flat. So I've got a prawn literally laying on the flat in about 2 foot of water, out of the way. I reckon this is the one that's going to get absolutely smashed.
So I've just got a hit. We've found today it's critical to have, the other rod's going as well, Paul.
You're right. This one's going too.
This one's going too. It's all happening.
That was my float. My float's getting dragged under.
but it's the path of least resistance. I've found, oh,
Yep,
you're
got a
on.
fish. Yep.
Cool.
And you're getting bites too?
I'm getting bites too. Yep, I've just...
Now, we just saw Taylor bounce up around this. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's just a school of bait fish has come through.
Yep.
The bream have been on underneath them. Tailor have stirred all the food up. Here's the other rod going.
Well, that's
I'm going to get this one, Paul. I'm going to leave this one on bait
You're
runner
right,
for now. See what's going on here.
gonna
I'll let this
bring
one have...
this one around.
Yeah, I'll pop out of your way for a second.
It's always feast or famine, isn't it, mate?
I reckon this one's... Oh,
Is he playing with it?
yeah, he's just having a bit of a nibble at the moment.
This is a nice fish. Now, I reckon I've cast this prawn 20 times in the same spot,
Mate,
letting it drift. Oh.
This one's going. So,
Yep.
oh, yeah.
Hey, well done.
There we go. We're on there too.
Nice. And how good was it this morning, mate? Taylor,
Oh, no.
just bit me off.
Oh, this one's right
So
up in the weed because
it
we
was-
are fishing on a weed edge here. I can feel him
Yep.
pulling through it.
I have no hook.
Letting that drag a bit.
That's a Taylor.
Sorry, mate. I'll be out of your way. Yeah, this one's got me up in this patch of weed up here because I've given him a fair bit of slack. I've got a big stick as well. Well, there you go. I've got a big stick and a fish, brother. I reckon. Oh, look at that. A stick and a fish, all in the one go.
Mate, yeah, I'll grab this for you. You did say he's giving you some stick.
I'll see if I can grab both of them.
Does it look like an old piece of wood, Frank?
It does.
Yeah, because
Yes,
the
it's been
fish
sitting there
look
for a while.
petrified.
There we go. Look at that one. He's gonna. I'll get that hook out of him.
That is
quickly.
just gold. Seriously, Frank. A nice bream. You've caught a stick as well.
He's a beautiful little fish. Look at him. He's nice and going to be calm for me.
So the question I have, when it was
Small.
pulling and you felt all that weird weight, did it have you stumped?
It certainly did. I thought I had weed.
Runs on the board. We're doing well.
There we go. We'll put him in the
I
live
reckon
well.
today's going to go off. So Frank's fishing bait runner. I'm fishing straight X, and what I'm doing is put an elastic band around the foregrip and I'll loop my line underneath it. I'll leave the bail open, so when a fish takes it, it can literally pull this loop out like so, and then I've got free spool. We've just found today the fish are playing with the bait, but they're not smashing it. When they can swim away without feeling anything, you've got a much greater chance for hookup. And this little old rubber band is an absolute gun, works on a lot of fish all around the country. Yep, that rod, Frank, that rod. Hit.
Yeah, that one's on. Yeah,
Yes.
there he is.
That's solid.
He's going right up the bank.
It's a very solid fish, mate.
Yeah, that fish has obviously been on that for a while.
That's all right.
I've been ignoring the bites.
Finger on the
thinking-
pulse, mate. I'll
yeah,
grab the
yeah,
net.
yeah, absolutely.
That is a beautiful fish. Now, how long have you been fishing Bem?
Oh, I can remember back to first fishing with the great Don Cunningham. There
Yep.
we go, mate. Look at that.
Oh, stop it.
When I was about 13 years old.
13.
Yeah.
Well, I first fished with Donnie when I was about 14, I reckon.
Yeah.
And when you say
Yeah,
the
yeah.
great man, he is the great man.
Absolutely.
And he brought me to Bem River and I caught bream way bigger than this, perch bigger than this. And just opened my eyes to this incredible fishery. How long has it been net free?
Oh, 70, 80 years at least, hasn't it? It's
Yeah.
a long time. And what an amazing outcome. What a beautiful fishery.
These bream, the place is just loaded with them. There's estuary perch,
Yeah.
there's big flathead. It literally has everything, and it's such a great place to bring the family, go down the surf beach, go to the local pub. Seriously, I love it. When you come to Bem, I'm sure you will too. Oh, that's a nice fish, mate.
It is.
Now, is that on peel prawn?
No, that's live prawn.
On a livey?
That's a livey.
So he's just been sitting out there for a
Just
while?
been sitting out there and he's just decided to scoff it. Oh, beauty.
Lovely fish.
Look at that one.
Now, that fish is a lot silverer than the last one you got.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
just the environment they're living in?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, just been feeding on a bit of sandy bottom.
Still a black bream?
Yes,
But
absolutely.
it's silver black bream.
Yeah.
There
yeah,
you
so
go.
not as golden as the other ones.
So just behind us, we've got a bit of a drain here with a runoff, like you'd expect to see in the Northern Territory. Water's pushing out, bait's pushing out. We can actually see fish up on the flats with the spotters. But then there's a beautiful little ledge and there's a nice sand patch that runs through in a gutter about 6 metres deep. So Frank's fishing up towards the drain, I'm fishing back over the gutter. Every now and then, a school of fish moves through and we have some success. Getting a touch on this outside rod. Yes, that's what we want.
Nice one, Paul.
And another beautiful bream, and it is the bream that Bem River is famous for. That guy's probably just on or under legal size. We're going to put him back anyway, but the amount of people who come from all over Victoria, New South Wales, even Australia to Bem River to catch these is astronomical. And when you come here and do it yourself, you can understand why. It is such a beautiful place, and the fishing, it is A-OK. For bait fishing at Bem today, I chose very specific gear. I wanted long, light rods because I want to enjoy catching these fish. The rod, Shimano Squidgy, 7'9" long cast spin, 1 to 4 kilo. So crisp, beautiful on the tip, a great bait fishing and lure fishing rod. The reel, Shimano Stratic 2500 and 3000 FG, perfect size for this sort of fishing and just an absolute joy to use.
Something's just picked that up. I'm just feeding it a bit of slack. He's fairly into it. Let's see, here we go.
Mate.
Yep, he's on.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Well done.
Nice one.
That's very solid.
Once again, there's a bit of weight there.
Now,
good to see that easterly breeze has brought them on, hasn't it?
It's incredible. And
yeah, amazing.
why is it that they're eating dead prawns over fresh live prawns?
That I can't answer.
It's doing my head in. It's crazy. Like, as a fisherman, you're always going live is best, fresh is best.
Yeah.
And then you put a stinky old dead prawn on, bang.
Yeah, bang, straight away. And he's got a bit of weight to him, this one.
Yeah, he
Very
really
nice.
wanted it too, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Really pulled the bait runner.
Just watch that rod tip, mate. Go over.
Whoop. Just around there. The tangle. Yeah, wasn't it awesome to see all those beautiful fish on the wall of the pub last night, Paul, too? Like, it was just massive perch, ludric, big bream, stonking flathead. The lake's just got everything to offer. It's just sensational. And another cracking bream that the Bem's famous for. Oh, nice fish, Paul. Oh, that is a good one.
Let's hope I can keep it on. That float, I looked up and it was just gone.
And that was on the dead prawn?
That was on the dead prawn. That was on a beautiful little tail. I peeled the prawn, took the legs off, just had the tail so it sort of hung on there. Oh, it's either a tailor or a potty. It just jumped.
Wow.
Just come right out of the water. Well, it's no bream and it's no perch, mate. And I think I'm going to have
that net, Paul?
Yeah, I might need the net. I'm going to have an LB tangle here. Yeah. I reckon it's a tailor, that's my guess. Now, let's hope my Gamakatsu is in the corner of the jaw. If that's the case, I'm going to keep him on. Yeah, it's a tailor. Now, these guys are giving me a lot of grief today. So I went to that big wide gape hook, Frank, hoping I could get him in the boat.
That's a beautiful tailor.
It is nice, isn't it?
It's a ripper. That's why they've been biting you off. That's a really solid fish. Really solid fish. I'll just sneak it underneath you.
Thank you for coming.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Nice fish.
It's a beautiful tailor. I'm just going to show you something. I'll put the fish up here. Now, these fish in the States are known as bluefish. In Australia, they're known as tailor, and their nickname is chopper. The reason they call them a chopper, they've got massive fangs. They come through, they bite the tails off the bait fish, then they swim around and eat them. So I've been bitten off plenty of times. I went to this Gamakatsu wide gape hook, hoping I was going to hook him in the corner of the jaw, and he wouldn't be able to bite on my actual leader. And I'm here to say the plan has worked an absolute tailor treat. I'm going to make a bit of a move, so it's time to let these fish go. Look at that, how good are they? The old bait bucket does the job at the bream as well. They'll be happy. Go and tell their friends about their experience. Gee, they're quick. Look at these guys here sitting at my feet. That is so cool.
I was telling Paul how good the Bem River sandworm is for bait. And he gave me the all clear. He said, right, go and get me some. So I'm just going to pump a little bit for us. But as you can see, it's reasonably hard work. Takes a bit of effort, and you've got to have the right gear to get yourself a few. And once the lake comes up, you'll be swimming. So I'd recommend for $10, go to your local bait shop and buy some. But they are exceptional bait. So that's what we were looking for. Bem River sandworm. And big bream just cannot resist these.
It's a fairly simple equation, really. Fresh sandworm, sharp hook, float to keep above the weed, equals fish. You do all the easy jobs, Frank. I'll try and find us another fish.
Will do.
Now, the line has actually been pulled out of the band, so I've had some activity, and with worm, you can't give them too long because they can get off the hook easy. Now I've got a bit of bow in the line, so there's a chance of fish are swimming towards me, so all I can really do, flick the bail over, just wind and hope. Yep, and there's weight. And that literally is amazing. Now, the reason I'm fishing while Frank is still pumping is because he's actually creating the perfect burley trail. As he stirs up all that mud, bits of worm head out, and it literally brings fish from everywhere. So it's a great opportunity to actually fish while he's doing that. Now, this is a very nice fish. And a lot of people are a bit scared to use worm because they reckon it attracts the small ones. Yes, it does, but when the fish are feeding a bit funny like they have been today, you can get beautiful bream like this guy here. Look at that. That is an absolute stonker. Just keep working there, Frankie. I got it covered. Now look at that for a beautiful Bem River bream. And once again, my shiner right in the corner of the mouth. Isn't that just unbelievable? I came in with Frank a couple of years ago. We absolutely smashed these beautiful bream on Vives, and it's so good to see. You can come here, collect fresh bait, catch beautiful fish, and do it the simple way, a hook and a float, a hook and a sinker. You can't go wrong. Bem River, Gippsland, make sure you come to this incredible part of the world. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. And I'm also here to tell you, the people of this town and Gippsland, they really need you. Look after them.